Hello and welcome to CX Today. My name is Charlie. I am the senior editor here, and today I am thrilled to be joined by Bernie Lee, the VP of Product Engineering at ComputerTalk. Bernie, thanks very much for joining me. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you, Charlie.
I see. Well, it's great. It's great for you to join us, and I'm really excited today to talk to you about generative AI and the contact center, a topic that we cover quite often. But today we're going to kind of look through the lens of what Computer Talk is doing and your latest generative AI innovations. And the place to start, I think, really is kind of the auto summarization capability. This is the capability that we're seeing kind of really deliver strong value in contact centers, and it's quickly become perhaps the most widely utilized generative AI use case. And now Computer Talk is offering it to its customers. But kind of before we go into the benefits of auto summarization, let's take a step back first. And I wonder, Bernie, if you could kind of give us an intro into how case summarization works.
Typically, agents create summaries at the end of each call, which adds significantly to their workload. In addition, these summaries may be influenced by the agent's bias or subjective filtering, potentially omitting important insights or context that could aid in resolution of issues and decision making. So, with ComputerTalk's ICE platform and Gen AI, context summaries are automatically generated without bias and provided in our journal contact details after a call. Now, these summaries may include key details such as customers' issues, a resolution provided, or any follow-up actions that need to be taken. They can be used to identify areas for agent development or coaching to improve overall quality. So, additionally, we empower customers to select different large language models that may better suit their needs. For instance, when the GPT-4o Mini came out in July, we were able to immediately take advantage of that. Furthermore, prompts that create these call summaries can be tailored to a customer's specific contact center scenarios. For instance, if a certain type of information are more critical to the customer, the summarization process can be tuned to prioritize those elements in the summaries. So by analyzing structural call summaries generated by AI, it is possible to identify trends, recurring problems, and consumer behavior. So with this information, our customers can make strategic decisions and streamline their processes.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's such vital information to have as well, isn't it? I mean, I think a few years ago, you'd go into a contact center and agents are very busy. They kind of rush through their case summarization. They kind of note things, as you said, like the customer, what the customer called about, but they'd just kind of pick from a list and they would barely even, oftentimes, they would barely even look at it. They kind of click the first item on the list, and then all of a sudden, kind of contact centers have this data for what their customers are calling about, but it's very inaccurate. And then they start doing things like automations in the wrong areas and don't get the value from those that they might have at first expected. And it's great that this use case has really sort of evolved from the first generations, which were kind of tied to one model, typically GPT. But now, kind of companies like ComputerSort can allow customers to kind of add their preferred LLM to power those solutions too. So lots of really great stuff in terms of case summarizations there. And I do also want to talk a little bit about how ComputerTalk is using generative AI to measure customer sentiment. I don't know, Bernie, if you can maybe also explain how this works.
Right. So with the use of Gen AI, ICE can also assign a sentiment score to each interaction, categorizing as positive, negative, or neutral. Using natural language processing techniques, Gen AI can analyze text to understand the context, classify sentiments expressed throughout the various parts of the conversation, and come up with the overall sentiment score. We can also provide sentiment trend on the conversation, indicating where the interaction ended up with kind of improved sentiment, no change, or worsened sentiment. Our customers can use the sentiment analysis to identify trends in customer sentiment and pinpoint areas for improvement. Additionally, it can be utilized to train and coach agents on managing challenging situations, leading to more positive customer experiences.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think, when contact centers engage in activities such as quality assurance, for example, those sentiment analysis insights there, as you sort of alluded to, can just be so vital. So analysts know kind of which contacts will kind of give them the best sort of learnings, which they can action then through kind of better coaching, but also changing processes too. So that's also another really great use case. And I remember we've talked before this call about just some of what ComputerTalk is doing with generative AI in the contact center. And you kind of mentioned the use of AI to automate agent follow-ups. What more can you tell us about that use case?
Right, yes. We can also make use of Gen AI to automatically generate agents with a list of suggested follow-up
Mm,
items. Beyond that, with the post-contact framework that we have in ICE, if a customer issue requires further investigation, the system can generate a task or reminder in Dynamics, for example, to ensure the agent or support team uh, follows up on the issue there. So there's the various post contact workflow we can trigger alongside with the trigger from the follow-up items to serve as reminder and further tasks and so on.
mm. Yeah, and I mean, already we've covered three big use cases here for AI in the contact center. Could you just kind of give us some insight in terms of when customers implement AI tools within ICE, your contact center platform? What's sort of the process for how a contact center can start to implement some of those capabilities?
Uh, Context summarization is out of the box, but we also provide training and to our customers and work with the customers to configure the other post-call actions. So as I mentioned earlier, that some of the prompts can be tuned to be more suited for our clients. So that's one of the things we can work with our clients to fine-tune those processes and what's called prompt engineering to to fine tune those processes there.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely. And then I guess, the final question I have to ask you is kind of where is this going for you at Computer Talk in terms of future innovation with generative AI? Is there anything that you can potentially tease us that's kind of coming in your pipeline?
Right. Yeah. Coming up on the roadmap for release at the end of the year is the real-time transcription analytics. So that's laying the foundation for agent assist and automated evaluation scoring. So with real-time agent assist, we can monitor live calls and chat conversations and provide real-time guidance, including suggestions, conversation scripts, any relevant information from a knowledge base to help agents deliver accurate and effective responses. This guidance may also include upsell opportunities and personalized offers tailored for customers, or any tips or any troubleshooting steps that could help with the customer. So that's kind of big plans ahead for end of year as well as kind of 2025 and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. And what I really do like about Computer Talk as well is how you take such a customer focused approach to the innovations that you're bringing out. Yeah, as you said, lots to look forward to there for your customers to potentially play with before the end of the year. But I think maybe that's a great place to end the conversation with that look ahead into the distance. So thanks very much for joining me today, Bernie.
Thank you, Charlie.
Absolutely. And also thanks to everybody for watching. Bye for now.